Le portrait de cette édition est dédié à un jeune Camerounais qui, depuis 15 ans, consacre chaque jour 16 heures de son temps au travail, 16 heures à l'entrepreneuriat. Diplômé de la London School of Business and Finance, il est le fondateur de l'entreprise Agmar Media Group, une agence spécialisée dans le conseil et en communication et dont le déploiement en Afrique centrale et en Afrique de l'Ouest notamment a conduit ce jeune entrepreneur, ce manager et son entreprise au 9e rang du classement des 100 jeunes entrepreneurs les meilleurs du continent, classement établi par l'Institut Choiseul basé à Paris. Il s'appelle Boni Dachako. Il a accepté de nous raconter sa trajectoire exceptionnelle. C'est Merveline Tapi qui est allée à sa rencontre. Voici son portrait en Success Story dans cette édition de Carrières.
Regardez Success Story avec
Johnny Walker. Keep walking Cameroon.
My name is Boni Dachako. I'm the group president and CEO for the Dachako Group, which comprises of about 8 different companies. We operate in 22 different countries with different activities. I was born on the 1st of December 1978 in Boya. We were 10 of us. I'm the last born. My father was working with the public works department. So it was very challenging because it was difficult to have something to eat.
Hey baby, away. Hey baby, away.
How are you? Ah, tu parles anglais aujourd'hui?
Nous sommes à Boya.
Thank you very much. Welcome.
Merci beaucoup.
We live permanently in Douala, so these are our residents where we come for weekend. So not all the weekends that we are here, this is where we spend our time. My mother used to do her petty trading. She used to sell plantain in the market. Ever do the plantain on my share, and I always go there to support her. And when I see the challenges, and she always tells me that you have to go to London to study or you have to go to America, because those are the two beautiful places. So I think my mother is quite an inspiration for me. She's my first love, and she did everything to see that I became the man I am today. The mama.
was my last born. They'll be very beautiful. Hardworking, handsome, get sense for school.
So like I was saying, this my mother, she was about going for a CWF meeting in church, and we just caught her just when she was about leaving. She's not only proud of me, she's extremely proud of me. Quand tu pars au marché pour aider ta maman, pour vendre le plantain, et tu pars à l'école, tes amis font un peu de moquerie sur toi, ils t'appellent Planty Boy, le gars de plantain. But I didn't bother because I knew fully well that the future was what is important, not that particular time. It was very challenging. C'est ce qu'on appelait le Great Support Market. Quand on était petit, on venait se battre. On aide la maman avant de planter. Et le jour du marché était mardi et samedi. Et oh, c'était beau. Quand tu vois le plantain, et les gens que leurs parents sont riches, en tout cas nous on voyait que les parents étaient riches. Ils t'appellent oh Planty Boy, donc ça te met mal à l'aise complètement. Quand vous êtes petit et seule chose qui est dans votre tête, c'est que
Les gens pensent que peut-être si tes parents ne sont pas riches, tu devais mourir pauvre. Et avec cet jeune âge, tu commences à dire, il faut absolument que je me batte. Il faut absolument que je pousse. Donc c'est ce challenge, cette motivation qui m'a poussé d'être la personne que je suis aujourd'hui. In every school, which is normal that a lot of children will cry, but I was very happy going to school because the car would take me and go to school. I'm going to have my tea, my cup of tea, and drink my tea, and I don't care what's going to happen. When I come back, I'm very happy about it. I can quite remember lots of teachers who try to make us have a better education, and I can also remember lots of friends. But now I hardly see some of them. It's only when I go to Boya that I meet some of my friends whom we actually school together. But the way you guys go to school today, in those days, the only thing that will make you understand is beating, serious beating in school. And they'll beat you, they call you, say they lay you and lay you very well. It's not an issue of option. You go to school and go late, the teacher will have to handle you seriously. But today, I'm honest that if a teacher beats my child the way they used to beat us, honestly, we're going to meet in court. Ça fait presque 20 ans que je ne suis pas venu ici.
Ah bon?
Oui.
Et on est où?
Voici CBC School Grade Support. I did 7 years of primary school here.
Ah, dans tout votre primaire alors?
Oui.
De la maternelle au CM2?
So I did it here. So here, we used to have the morning devotion when we come very early in the morning. And this used to be the classes, and the headmistress office used to be there. I used to remember Madame Luma. She used to live up that way. And then you used to have class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6, class 7. We used to have class 7A and class 7B and class 7C. I used to be in class 7C.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
So this is Mr. Elat. He's a teacher
And senior discipline master.
and senior discipline master here. So it has been transformed. We used to have the CBC School Grade Support here, the primary school.
Yes.
So what is there now? It has really changed.
College.
It's a college now.
Yes.
Same college.
Baptist Comprehensive College.
Baptist Comprehensive College. Donc c'était CBC.
Alors ça.
CBC, Cameroon Baptist Convention Primary School. Maintenant c'est Baptist Comprehensive College. Et c'est lui le censeur.
He's a young man who is very enterprising, hardworking, and he has been doing a lot. Oui. Il a fait beaucoup pour les jeunes. It's even longer than that.
Don't do that again. I remember when you did that, we start running
Yes.
and coming.
Donc quand vous écoutez ça, ça vous...
Oui, non, quand tu veux même courir, tu peux même casser tes pieds même pour être là. Mr. Fombi is still there?
No, he's in Bamenda.
Okay. I remember him because he's the one who used to beat us seriously. Yes. C'était un des meilleurs moments dans ma vie parce que quand tu es très jeune, tu es avec tes amis, vous n'avez pas de problème, vous réfléchissez de rien, vous mangez, vous venez. Mais aussi, c'était le moment le plus difficile parce que je n'avais rien. When you're born in an environment where you're faced with challenges and you go to school, you don't even have shoes to go to school, and then you go to school, you meet children who come with nice shoes and vehicles come to drop them in school, and then you are faced with all those challenges, and then you start asking tough questions of how is it going to look like. At that very tender age, it's very challenging, but I wanted to be in a position to take care of my mom's medication bill when she falls sick. I wanted to be in a position to send my own kids to a competitive institution of their choice. So the judgment of all those things that made life worth living was much more important to me than my feeling inferior, and was much more important to me than my fears.
La vie de tout un chacun est tracée, on ne force pas le destin. J'ai dit que tu seras président, tu le seras. La vie de tout un chacun est tracée, on ne force pas le destin.
What I'm doing today had nothing to do with what I did in secondary school, because I was doing engineering, mathematics, and electricity. And when I got to the second cycle, I continued with electrical engineering, and then later on went to do sciences. In the early 90s, I went to Government Technical High School in Ombe, and then did my first cycle and second cycle, and then later on moved to Government High School in Boya, where I did a S1 series, and I was a senior prefect there. I always had what I was supposed to do in mind, because I'm one of those guys who always believe that if you want to determine the future, then you have to create it. So there I knew I could actually create my future. I wanted to create the things I want to do. Before I went to London, I was with, I already started building my career by myself, because I first of all went to Ibadan where I did my first degree in economics and a postgrad diploma in economics too, and finance, before I moved to London to do my double MBA in finance and strategic marketing. It was a very difficult experience, because you get into a strange land that you don't know anybody, and in the heart of winter, they used to say Boya is very cold. So in my mind, I thought maybe the kind of cold I was going to meet there was the same kind of cold I used to meet in Boya. But the kind of cold I met in London was the kind of cold that you can refrigerate. You can just put a beer, a bottle of Guinness out there, and it's going to cool. So, and then the only person you had hopes, because then it was very challenging, the only person who was supposed to pick you up never showed up. I always believe in working hard. I have a very good friend, Dapio, who I'm never going to forget, whose father owned the company, and he integrated me. And I was rendering services in electrical engineering, because that was what I did my base, because I had to do something practical. So I was actually studying, but rendering services in electrical engineering, which I had a base in the high school. I was not interacting that much. My purpose was just to study. I had very few friends, and I returned. I knew that I had to return to Cameroon to do my own things that I wanted to do. One thing you have to understand is that if you look at Europe and you look at America, there is nothing new that you can do within these communities where you're only going to replicate what somebody is actually doing. But the truth is also that Africa and Cameroon needs you more. Africa and Cameroon needs you more. That's why I'm actually going to tell lots of people in the diaspora to come back, because Cameroon needs you more, Africa needs you more. You can only come, share your experience, try to reinvent yourself and do the things that you're supposed to have done there to create employment for other people who don't have the opportunity to go acquire knowledge over there.
Il y a des moments de misère dans la vie. Voilà, t'as des mapas, le salaire.
Lots of people ask me, why did you create your company in Limbe, whereas there is Douala, there is Yaoundé? And I told them that it is a theory of the bamboo tree. What is the theory of the bamboo tree? The theory of the bamboo tree states that the bamboo tree takes 5 years to put its roots into the ground, and it takes 6 weeks to grow 9 feet tall, and you're going to ask somebody, how long did it take to grow 9 feet tall? Some other person will tell you 6 weeks. Others will tell you 5 years, 6 weeks. But it actually took 5 years, 6 weeks for that bamboo tree to grow 9 feet tall. Because what is actually happening, at each given moment, when you planted the bamboo tree, just like I did, and you go there to water it, people who don't have the faith of the mustard seed will say, what is this guy doing? Is he mad? What is he watering there every day? What is he watching there every day? But if you listen to what the people are actually saying, what's going to happen? You're going to stop watering the bamboo tree. And the moment you stop watering the bamboo tree will die into the ground. So you have to keep watering the bamboo tree. And imagine, 5 years when the bamboo tree must have put its root into the ground, and it takes 6 weeks to grow 9 feet tall, lots of people will start coming to you. Oh wow, this is great. This is so wonderful. How did you do it? But they never knew that you received insults, you received pressure at each given moment you went there to water the bamboo tree. So I kept my bamboo tree was in limbo. I didn't want people to see it, and I did it for so long. I made it to grow, and today you look at the entire group. Today lots of people will say, oh no, just like the bamboo tree that it took 6 weeks to grow 9 feet tall, but it used 5 years, 6 weeks. So AGMA Media Group, the Shako Group, has been for a very long time, but we use the theory of the bamboo tree. Ça, c'est le département digital. Il y a Xavier et il y a Gaspard qui sont les experts quand ça concerne le digital. Ça, c'est notre département de stratégie et planning. Et ce département est piloté par Madame Feudbia et Madame Tani qui assiste Madame Feudbia pour piloter notre stratégie générale. One thing is very certain. For you to be able to succeed on the field, it is not just about the certificate you acquire from school. That's something which is very key. It's key because the knowledge you get in the classroom is the base. It's going to be your foundation. It contributes 25% of your success in life. 75% of your success in life is what you gather on the field. So as such, when we get people from institutions, we believe that they have a foundation. But when they want to come and work with us, for example, anybody who wants to work with AGMA Media, one of our companies, which is actually one of the leading advertising markets and media communication across in Cameroon and Francophone markets, you have to go through what we call the Carrières Media Academy. You have to do that. And they'll give you a diploma which introduces you into practicality, the things you're going to be able to meet, the terminologies you'll be using. So it's going to take you through, and they give you that certificate before we can properly integrate you to start servicing great clients, leading clients like Diageo, Guinness. You need some energy. You need to reinvent yourself, and we try as much as possible to take you through that journey. Je dois vous dire quelque chose. Il y a 24 heures par jour. Vous travaillez 8 heures par jour. Quand vous travaillez plus de 8 heures, on dit que c'est extra time, c'est les heures supplémentaires. Vous dormez 8 heures par jour. 8 plus 8, ça fait combien? 16. Mais les gens qui sont riches utilisent le reste de 8 heures là que vous gaspillez. Ça fait 8 plus 8 plus 8, ça fait 24 heures. Moi, je travaille 16 heures par jour, chaque jour. Il faut absolument que je réussisse. It's normal. I have to succeed. ACMA Media Group is an independent entity on its own. Media Free Group is an independent entity on its own. Outcome Africa is an independent entity on its own. Full Cycle Media is an independent entity on its own. Blackwaters, independent entity. Create Africa Invest Bank, independent entity. They all fall under the Dashako Group. And we keep trying to innovate ourselves to make things better. Because if you look at one of the major things that ACMA did in the media communication landscape in Africa was that the Francophone market was considered a blind market. A blind market because people were actually doing media strategy planning and buying, doing guesswork and speculation. But when we came into it, what happened? We realized that there was a lacuna. A lacuna means a vacuum. And for us to be able to transform and reinvent the advertising and media communication landscape, we introduced the GRP-based planning. We can now do reach and frequency, which means that we can actually do media planning and strategy scientifically. What do I mean by scientifically? It simply means that if you have a client that wants to do a campaign, it can be a corporate campaign, it can be a brand campaign and the rest, and the client comes to you to come out with a strategy, what you need to do, because we have replicated across the Francophone markets. Today we are doing GRP-based planning with tools in Cameroon, we are doing it in Gabon, we are doing it in Cote d'Ivoire, we are doing it in Senegal, and we just keep moving. So if somebody tells you that we want to launch a campaign and want to touch this category of persons and so on, lots of people are going to tell you, okay, use Canal 2 or use its competitors. Yes. And you tell somebody that, okay, I want to run a campaign, and the person tells you, oh, tout le monde regarde la télé, it's never. It's not proof. So we have the tools, which is called the Media Star, which we use for planning and cross-tabbing, where we have the data that will take your briefs, put it inside, and it is a tool that is actually telling you which media to use, what time, for you to be able to touch your most valued consumer at a time when they're going to do purchase. And we put it together with integrated communication planning process, which is a proprietary tool of ACMA. And with integrated communication planning process, we put the client or our most valued consumer in the heart of the process. And we dissect you and then give you the strategy. Those are the things we'll be able to do across the Francophone West and Central African market, which today makes us stand out completely. Which means that in today's competitive environment, the results that we're going to give you as far as media strategy and planning is concerned in Cameroon, in Cote d'Ivoire, in Senegal, in Gabon, in DRC, if you go to London, you go to the US, you go to South Africa, you will meet the same standard, the same quality of job. So we turn around, look at ourselves and say, we too can do it. Ça, c'est notre service de monitoring et veille concurrentielle. Donc, dans ce service de monitoring et veille concurrentielle, qui est piloté par M. Jérôme, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire par monitoring? C'est-à-dire, si vous avez lancé une campagne ou vous voulez faire un audit de RP, notre système de monitoring enregistre toutes les chaînes 24 heures sur 24. Par exemple, je vous pose la question. Les 4 chaînes principales du Cameroun, par exemple, vous voulez voir quelle chaîne et à quelle heure qui est déjà passée. Donc, c'est un système qu'on peut utiliser pour traquer si notre campagne se passe bien. Donc, par exemple, vous pouvez choisir une chaîne, Canal 2, à quelle heure, quelle date? 21h, mercredi. Mercredi, 21h. Ok. Mercredi, c'était quelle date? Le 30. Le 30, à quelle heure? 21h. Donc, c'est en train de faire le loading. Donc, non, mais tous les 4 chaînes. Donc, vous voyez que le 30 à 21h30, le 30 à 21h30, voici exactement ce qui s'est passé à Canal 2, à la CATV, Equinox, Vision 4 et Canal 2. Donc si on avait programmé le spot à cette heure-ci et ça n'a pas passé par une force majeure, on va détecter ça rapidement et on peut dire tout ce que les gens racontent dans les différentes chaînes de télé. On peut faire toutes ces analyses et on donne ça aux clients, on donne ça au gouvernement, on donne ça à n'importe où que nous on veut. Donc, même chose à la télé, pareil à la radio, c'est exactement ce que nous sommes en train de faire. Et on prend toutes les informations maintenant, on peut faire ce qu'on appelle le competitive analysis, le share of voice. Tel client a consommé quoi, ils ont dépensé quoi cette année dans le secteur téléco, ils ont dépensé combien dans le secteur brassicole, ils ont dépensé combien, dans telle chaîne. Donc ça nous donne la possibilité de faire le veille concurrentiel pour tous nos clients. Being classified by the French Institute for Geopolitics and Economics, which is Chaussel Institute, which classifies successful leaders of tomorrow who will have a major role to play in the continent's economy, gives me hope. It gives me hope. Ça me donne l'espoir. It gives me hope because that little boy in Banga, that little boy in Akonolinga, that little boy in Santa, that little boy in Jikwa, that little boy in Great Sopo, who was actually born from a very poor home and walked barefoot to go to school without godfather, on appelle ça en français les parrains, qui pouvaient lui donner beaucoup d'argent. It gives them hope that they too can look at me and say that I too can do it. Because I can tell you, you can quote me anywhere, you can paraphrase me, you can cite me for reference that I said this. A man can live for 15 days without food, that man will survive. A man can live for 10 days without drinking water, he will survive. A man can live for 24 hours without breathing, he can still survive. But a man cannot live for 1 second without hope. And that is the message of hope I'm giving to those younger generation. Because when they look at me, they too say they can do it. And they keep working hard every day to become the person they want to be. No barriers to their dream, that I too can do it. I've been on Forbes for the past 3 years. And in 2016, if you look at it there, in 2016, I took the distinction which was issued by the Conseil International des Managers Africains as Best Young Manager for Innovation in 2016 in the world. In 2008, I was a nominee issued by ABC for African Scholar of the Year.
Juste pour te voir sourire, jusqu'à la fin de nos vies, si je pouvais, je le ferais. À tous les autres filles, hasta la vista, I'm not a playboy. I go marry, I go marry na you. I go marry, I go marry na you. I go leave you jamais.
This is my wife. She's called Liliane Deshako. And you can see her, she's very beautiful. And she's not only beautiful, she has brains.
She's my world. With our 2 boys, Bonnie Deshako Jr. and Jason Priestley Deshako. We form a small family, and we believe that this family will grow till the end of times. And she understands that my schedule is extremely tight, but she gives me a full support. And my children, they understand when I come home late. Because when you give a reason to your children why you come home late, they want you to even come home at midnight. Because what happens? When you look at your kids and you tell them that you have a square meal a day because I come home late, you can ride this car because daddy comes home late, you can go to the best schools because daddy comes home late. And the day somebody will ask you the question, why do you come up late or come home late, they will be your warriors to fight. Say, no, let him come home late because he's going to provide us the things that we love.
Comme on dit toujours, la femme doit soutenir son mari. Donc, je suis directrice dans notre radio, Mediafrique Radio. Donc, pour essayer de peut-être donner ma part de contribution à son... Parce qu'on dit que derrière chaque grand homme, c'est une femme. Donc, je fais de mon mieux de jouer mon rôle, sachant toutefois que ce n'est pas toujours facile parce qu'il y a des sacrifices que tu dois faire. Si tu dois construire un empire comme ceci, tu dois faire beaucoup de sacrifices parce que tu regardes, on dit que la vie c'est devant. Bonnie, my sweetheart, my darling husband, my prince charming. You are everything to me. You might not know that, or I might not always have the opportunity to tell you or to show gratitude for everything that you do for our little family or for me as your wife. But I want you to know that you are a special man. I don't think I will have met someone better than you. You are my soulmate and my better half. And I think we complement each other so well. We might have our differences, we might have our ups and downs, but I want you to always know and always remember that I love you more than anything in this world. And I will do anything for you. And I'm only here to give you my full support as a wife, be it in your career, be it in your personal life, in your vision, or in your ambitions. Just know that I'll always be by your side.
I go love you forever, lele. Repose ta tête sur ma poitrine, écoute mon cœur qui bat. Je ne sais pas si je peux vivre loin de toi.
For you to be able to succeed, you first of all need to believe in yourself. Nobody's going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. And there is something they call integrity. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. But if you want to move forward, the integrity counts, which means that, comme un Français va dire, l'homme c'est sa parole. If you say things and you don't match them with action, people will not believe in you. You need to have integrity. You need to be able to make people understand that you are no threat to them. Once they understand that you are no threat to them, they will embrace you. But you need to believe in yourself. You need to be able to know that if you create, there is somebody somewhere who's going to buy your creativity. You have to move forward. You need to know that no work, no pay. 98% of the wealth in the world is managed by 2% of the population of the world. Did you know that? Those who are within this 2% who manage 98% of the wealth in the world know something that you don't know. And it has been kept for a very long time. It's the law of attraction. With the law of attraction, you can acquire or have whatever you want. You need to believe in it. You must have the faith of the mustard seed. And I can tell you without any iota of doubt and no point of contempt that your tomorrow is guaranteed.
Pour vous qui nous rejoignez à l'instant, nous sommes toujours en compagnie de Bonnie Dachako. Vous le connaissez sans doute parce qu'il est le président directeur général du groupe ACMA. Je vais dire ACMA Media Group. Alors, monsieur Dachako, bonsoir une fois de plus.
Bonsoir.
On va poursuivre, mais cette fois-ci en rentrant comme ça de plein pied dans les difficultés que vous avez rencontrées dans la construction de votre carrière. Ça n'a pas toujours été facile à chaque étape.
C'est normal. Quand vous avez un projet, vous devez être la première personne à croire à la réussite de ces projets. Mais sachez que beaucoup de gens vont vous dire que ça ne peut pas marcher. Mais concentrez-vous et croyez à ce que vous voulez faire.
Comment se portent les affaires dans notre pays en ce moment pour ces jeunes-là qui veulent entreprendre? Est-ce que vous pouvez en faire une sorte d'état de lieu?
Pour avoir un environnement fiable, c'est le secteur privé qui doit le faire, pas le gouvernement. contrairement à ce que beaucoup de gens pensent. Qu'est-ce que le gouvernement fait? Le gouvernement crée un environnement serein pour faciliter les activités pour le secteur privé. Si vous regardez tous les grands pays du monde, c'est le secteur privé qui fait pour que cet environnement soit vibrant. Le Cameroun, c'est ce qu'on appelle le life wire de l'Afrique centrale. C'est-à-dire, vous ne pouvez pas parler de l'Afrique centrale sans parler du Cameroun. Et le Cameroun, comme je peux dire, que c'est le siège de l'Afrique centrale. Donc, c'est à nous de se battre, c'est à nous de se positionner pour faire avancer le business de cet beau pays et de cette région.
Quelles sont les leçons à retenir de votre parcours?
Never allow somebody to kill your dreams. Never. Believe in yourself and move forward. There is nothing wrong in trying and failing. In the process of trying and failing, it is the person who tried and failed that is the biggest winner, because failure is part of success.
Quelles sont les valeurs qui, de manière générale, encadrent votre vie?
Integrity, politeness, assure people, work hard.
Pour vous, c'est quoi le succès en 3 mots?
Success means putting smile on people's faces. I take delight in putting smile on people's faces because I'm the today guy. I want to put smile on somebody's face because tomorrow you might not have the opportunity to put smile on their faces. They might have long gone. And my definition of leadership is what happens when you are not there.
Et c'est avec sourire que je m'en vais vous dire au revoir, Monsieur Boni Dachako.
Le plaisir est partagé.
Ce fut un réel plaisir de passer ce moment avec vous. Et nous vous souhaitons, au nom de l'équipe de Carrières, une très bonne continuation pour votre carrière et pour tout ce que vous faites de merveilleux pour la jeunesse camerounaise.
Anytime, feel free. I'm available.
Merci beaucoup et à très bientôt.
Thank you.